and welcome to my channel one more time. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things I wish I'd known before I started doing one-line art.
Looking for tips on all things art business related? Social media for artists? Or one-line art? This is the place for you. Welcome to my channel.
I love listicles. I love listicle videos and I watch them a lot. So I've actually seen other YouTubers do this before and I decided that I want to do it too. Actually, one-line art is super known. A lot of people do it on social media. I follow a lot of one-line artists that are just great. And these are the 5 things I wish I knew before I got started. The first one is, it's easier than you think. I used to look at these videos of people doing freehand one-line art and it looked so freaking difficult. Like it just looked like it would take me dead years to learn how to do that. And actually it's just muscle memory. It actually is just muscle control. It actually looks much more difficult than it actually is. I tell you that I started back in 2018 and I got my base knowledge on it in about a year. And I wasn't like drawing all the time. I had just given birth. My son was too small. I had to take care of him. But it's just a matter of doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Second thing, people copy it a lot just because it's so simple. One-line art is just that, it's just a line. And a lot of people go out into Pinterest and they see a wonderful one-line art and they're like, oh, I like that, I'm gonna learn that one exactly. And they just learn the stroke and they copy it and they make it theirs. And I struggled a lot with going through social media and finding practically one-to-one copies of my drawings, and I would get really upset. I would be like, why is this person copying me? Like, why are they not noticing? Why are they not understanding that this is just wrong? They're taking something that they saw that they liked on Pinterest and they're just copying it, right? As in like line by line, exactly the stroke in the direction that I would take it, just copied one-to-one. And I realized that it's just easy to copy. You wouldn't copy a drawing of someone that uses tons of color or uses, complex, sketching and then priming and then painting and then finishing. One-line art is just that. It's just a stroke. So a lot of people copy it. Actually, the next thing I wish I knew before I started with one-line art is that absolutely everyone that doesn't copy has a different style. I was afraid of starting with one-line art because I thought like, oh, so many people are doing it and they're doing it better than me and we're all going to be doing the same thing technically, so why do it, right? Nobody does what you do like you do. Not exactly. So if you are drawing something that comes out of your heart and it looks like because you made it, it's your style. It's you. And it doesn't matter if I draw a face facing forward with curly hair. If you draw a face facing forward with curly hair, it's not gonna look like mine. And that makes it quite special. I copied enough styles before I realized that my style is the best style for me. So even one-line art being such a simple style, you can still find your voice within it. And that drives me to the next thing I wish I knew before I got started with one-line art. Most people that do it don't know how their drawing is going to turn out when they start the drawing. Once I put that pen to paper, once I put that chalk to wall, I do not know how my drawing is going to turn out. I have a vague idea of what I want to do, but I go where the line takes me, which makes it really therapeutic, by the way. It's just, most of us don't know. And it's beautiful because it creates some sort of unexpected art, right? It creates something that speaks to you. Sometimes I wonder, and actually people that have asked me this, if I know all the people I've drawn, right? When I draw freehand. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I've seen these people in my dreams and I don't know that. These are just random people that don't even come up to my head. They kind of come up to my hand and they turn out the way they turn out because the line took me there. It wasn't because I planned to make a certain feature or a certain look on someone. So whenever I do commission work, it's actually really like planned, and I go back and I fix things. And so whenever I do commission work and it has to look a specific way, it's not drawing, it's more like doing a job, right? But whenever I do freehand, whenever I just put my pencil to paper and I let it draw, that is completely unexpected and I love it. And the last thing is that, and you've heard me see this and I have a whole video on it, one-line art is closer to calligraphy than to actual drawing and painting. You do need to have some like anatomical, not even, because it's pretty abstract. So no, don't listen to me on that one. You do not have to have any anatomical knowledge, and you do not have to have any artistic knowledge. You do need to know how to hold a pencil, how to stop it, how to do loops, how to do anything that has to do with calligraphy. You want to get started? Start calligraphy, drills. Actually, the Happily Ever Crafter, she has, shout out to Becca, she's great. She has drills for calligraphy, and she basically just teaches you how to do strokes. So if you want to learn one-line art, then get started with calligraphy. And yeah, those are the 5 things I wish I knew before I started one-line art. If you're thinking about starting with one-line art, then you know, and you should get started. I completely suggest that you do.
To get started with one-line art, check out my courses on Skillshare.